sense. I think like and I don't know. I think that a lot of people view the outcomes of what could be as like exact to what is, if that makes sense. Like I think people think that um Arena exists, so it is the flashy, the clean version of what a Magic program is. But I think like you could actually just like clean up Magic Online and make it a bit more efficient and maybe add some graphical options without removing the technical option, and it would be a very, very good program. Um, that'll never happen, but it certainly is funny to me that like I think people only like they see either option or program and they're like, oh, this is like what everything has to be, right? I don't necessarily think that's like true per se, but the conversation normally devolves into Arena's better because I like X or Moto's better because I like Y. I think Arena is a better program. I think saying Arena's bad is kind of ridiculous. I think Moto needs a lot of help, but it also has its benefits for sure. Why they don't update the program to make it less buggy, less laggy? Well, what you're saying is like the way you're prefacing this question makes it sound like what you're asking is insanely easy. Like it's just trivial to do. Just like hire some people, make it better. And I mean, to some extent, I guess, but also like, do you know how much time and effort and money that takes? And do you know how much like direction, management, and like effort that takes? And then I want you to think about like, okay, I'll think about a number. I'll decide X is what it's worth. Let's do a business and think about like, when would they do that? Oh, it has to be worth their time and money. Realistically, it would be worth their time and money. But why would they do that when it's already like keeping itself afloat? You know, why put more time and money and effort into it when it's already like kind of self-sustaining? And then the other thing is I'm fairly certain they don't actually care about Moto. It just exists, so they're not going to get rid of it. So like it's just not that easy, I guess. Like it just there's just no way it'll ever be like, oh, they should just fix all these issues. And then the follow up is like on top of that is the program is actually insanely not buggy and not super like there's not a lot of problems with it compared to like other games with a much bigger budget or a much bigger like scope. People are just whiny, and I think that um I think if you think about like Magic the Gathering as a whole and how complicated it is, like you're going to be really hard pressed to find like it would take years to build something like this from the ground up and just like kind of make it or like so much money and like make it not like quote unquote buggy or whatever, laggy. Do you ever think they would start to port modern cards to Arena? Yeah, totally. I do. I would be surprised if they hadn't started doing something like that. Um I think it's insane for them not to do something like that. In these Ashford news games, never attract the ADH crowd, yeah. But they're a multi-million-dollar company, and there's a decent player base. That you saying that kind of just shows me that you just like have a misunderstanding of like how these things actually work. Like just saying they're a multi-million-dollar company and they have the assets and the resources to do so doesn't mean it's like worth it for them. Doesn't mean that like obviously they should do it. That's like a very like selfish kind of like narrow, like you're a horse with some blinders on, like failed understanding of like like what goes into these things. I want to say like it's just not, that's not how this works. You can't just be like, oh, they make a bunch of money. It's the same thing with like the competitive system. That's just not how this works at all. Just because they make a bunch of money doesn't mean they should put money into other things or other things that you want per se, right? It like they also just don't have like millions of dollars in liquid assets. They don't have, that's just not how this works. It's not like they make millions of dollars of liquid assets every year and they could just continue to like keep purchasing and buying and moving and growing and obtaining more things at all times too. And if they could, there's no way that investing in Magic the Gathering online is the best use of that money. Right? Which is ultimately like the biggest thing. Like it's just not worth it. It doesn't matter. Could they do it? Maybe. It's just never worth, it's not going to be worth it. They'll just make a new format and slowly add cards like Explorer. So the reason why I think that they could do Modern is because, I mean, some people have mentioned it. They sort of were already like moving towards doing Modern. The issue with that is that like they said they would do Pioneer, and it took them a while since they said they wanted to start doing it, which is fine. Like these things take time, but at the same time, like at some point, it's just like maybe like there's so many other variables that go on. Like maybe in that time we have a different Magic program. Maybe in that time Modern isn't as relevant. Maybe there's a different format that's competitively played. Maybe whatever, right? I do think that they would, it could be in their plans. It could be like in their business model or something. I don't see a reason why they would not want to do it other than it's not high on their priority list. But that doesn't mean that like they wouldn't do it, right? If it was easy to import all of the Modern cards and all the mechanics and like do a release for it, I'm sure they would do it. Obviously none of that is easy. So it's not really of like, do they want to or not? Because I think that would be a fucking insane cash cow for them. That would be so crazy if you could just tap into like the 60 card Modern player market. The obvious thing is like, the obvious thing to me at least, can't confirm or deny it, is that like it just takes infinite time and effort. No need to print all the cards way back. You want to play a Amulet on Arena so bad. They do release like the Horizon sets to Arena, right? So it's not like they're not printing important things to Arena. They could just do what they did with Pioneer also, where they didn't just like drop a whole set, but they like, you basically have all of Pioneer except for a few very specific cards, which you can just release in like a supplemental set, right? And all of MH3 and Lord of the Rings, right? I got positive EV on MTGO. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't normally flex, but like, yeah, I do. I got to do a video on that 10K sheet. I was going to like months ago and I just didn't. Not to make your business. I'm just asking to see if it's possible. Oh no, I know. I know it's. Don't worry. I'm not. All good. But yeah, I am positive EV on Moto. I don't think being positive EV on Moto is hard. I think any person can do it. I was actually like negative EV when I first started using Moto, but that's because I only played limited. Constructed events are a very easy way to be positive in EV. But you just have to be very disciplined. I used to tilt play a lot. And I don't do that anymore. But realistically, like constructed leagues are just positive EV if you're just reasonable at the game. What's my equity in a challenge? I don't know. Not that high. It's probably like plus 10 tickets a challenge. And then I just spike every once in a while. You know? Plus 10 tickets in a challenge is pretty good though, I'd say. Like if you're just like, well, actually that's really bad for the amount of time I spend playing, but you understand. Is it difficult to go infinite on limited events on Magic Online? Yeah, very difficult. If you just look at the pricing, it's very, very difficult. Because the first, if you're not 3-0ing, you're almost always putting more money in, or you're always putting more entry fee in. And then the times where you are 3-0ing, it doesn't make up for what you're losing from what you put in before. So like, so if you're running a 60% win rate, pretty good. You spike every once in a while, and you like 1-2 every once in a while. So you go 7 packs. Let's say you just split it. You're probably more likely to hit. Now let's just say you split it. You go 7 packs and 0 packs every once in a while, right? So you're just up a pack. But, oh, I forgot to sacrifice this. Oops. The times where you don't spike, the times where you like, it's just like a random model. The times where you 2-1 and you're just more consistent, instead of going like this, if you just stay like this, you're just like, you'll never break the -2 tickets every time. So like you're just kind of stuck in this spot where like you are always losing 2 tickets, and then the times where you run bad, you lose a lot, and the times where you run good, you don't make that much back. They're just dead. Yeah, whatever. Requires you selling cards you open. The standard set 60 win rate was still really high, gets you there. Like opening Catchermost was equivalent to winning 5 drafts in 3-0. You're not wrong somewhat, because the consistency in which what you're describing happens isn't that high in my experience. Like it's very rare that there's a Catchermost, you know. Sick. Love that for me. Absolutely love that for me. All right, so they have a Gruul Turf in their hand. Sure, it might be weird because of lack of access. I don't know the nuances of what's happening in Australia, but Australia's not like, How bad could Australia be? You're surprised there isn't a large LGS for the region that has sufficient inventory. Well, I mean, the reason would be it just wouldn't be worth it, right? That's why, like that, it's just not worth it for them. It's so expensive or whatever, right? Like if you're going to invest, it just all comes down to money and time. If you're going to invest time and money into Magic the Gathering, why not just like invest it into like something that is more needed? And like it, is there enough demand? Six, 7, 8, 9. They block is 8, 9 on end step. Not lethal. I attack with both. Right. 6, 8, 9. Block 1. Kill. Worth killing it? It's probably worth killing it. Or trying to, at least. Can I kill them next turn? Probably can't. Those are no blocks, huh? Maybe I can keep. Actually, no, maybe I can. I mean, all these are just gonna attack for 1 anyway, so I'm not killing the fucking grazer. Mailmen are also regularly eaten by sharks, killed by snakes, spiders, etc. Import more. I think it's financially feasible. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do like the LGS where the funny skip people work. I want to go there. Good Game Morley's or whatever. That place seems cool as hell. Yeah, let's go together. I want to go to Japan and I want to see Haruya, and then I want to drop down to Australia and we can hit up Good Game Morley's. Or just lethal the other way, right? When I'm short one? Oh no, I didn't count the multiples of that. Right. Well, I think we got pretty lucky this game too. Oh. You open the store here, all 8 of us that play will come. I'm putting one entire set from Card Kingdom, filter lowest cost, don't play condition in the price. Plus 30. Your LGS first doesn't have stock, second prices are higher. That's wild. Again, that seems high to me, but yeah, I mean, you have definitive proof of cost and whatever, and that seems like a lot of money to pay for a full set. I wouldn't want to pay that much. And yeah, I mean, Moto is probably cheaper is cheaper than that for sure. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better option for you. If there is a better option, it might not be worth the headache. I don't know though. I legitimately I am unsure. Modern's cheaper than that. Compared to card, it's around the same price. Would I ship full sets to Australia? Would I ship them to Australia? No. I don't want that responsibility or dealing with that, and like seems like a lot of work that I don't want to do. If I lived in Australia and I wanted full sets, I would go through Moto, I guess, if I think that's the cheapest option, but this Magic the Gathering thing seems like an expensive hobby, yeah. How is the matchup in Amulet generally for Boros side? Not good. Certainly not good. I don't think it's bad, but okay, that's contradictory. Oh, right, we're playing 61 today. It's not good. I don't think it's as bad as the Amulet players seem to think it is. I think Amulet's just like very easily a deck to ignore, and so people just don't actually bring sideboard cards for Amulet because like why would they? And then outside of that sort of like cause effect type beat, Amulet's just a very proactive, powerful, fast deck, and Boros can but often doesn't have specific hate pieces. If you think about like Belcher, like you want things like Stony Silence. Against Amulet, you want things like Blood Moon, etc. So you really only have room for certain hate pieces, and then like I'd much rather prepare for I'd much rather prepare for the mirror than Amulet, so it's just never something I care about, really. But the matchup's not good. I will not lie to you and say that I think it's good or anything. I chose Besage. I just think a lot of people will say that Amulet's supposed to roll energy, and definitely not. Definitely not. Here we're opening packs. What am I opening on stream? What are you on about here? I have 8 Ether Drift booster boxes, and I mean I haven't tried to sell them, but I might open a few. Stock Up is not a cheap Magic card, and I don't know if I'm gonna sell all 8. Can I send you an Ether Drift box? Yeah, sure. Will you send me $120 US? Don't I have collector boosters? No, these are play boosters. They're only 90 USD online. Gosh, streamer tax is high. I thought they were more than that. 90 USD sounds pretty good though, John, if you want to buy. How much can you buy your Ether Redeem set for you? I don't have an Ether Drift Redeem set for me. I don't have any full sets for Ether Drift. I have one for Battle of Zendikar from like 15 years ago or something. I don't normally redeem sets because I don't care for the sets, and if you like want to set that badly, your best bet would be, I don't know, do you have Twitter posting around or like trying to find a store that will send you sets? Maybe check out Card Hoarder, Goatbots, etc. Playing opponent to your opponent making a mistake here. Mildly. I'm also playing a Pauper match on my other screen, and I don't actually know if they can kill me. Like, they haven't shown me another threat yet, and I've been paying attention to what they've been doing. I don't know if they have a way to... Okay. They have a Titan. Like, if they adjust this and, like, 4 lands in their hand, I wasn't dead, right? What round is this? Round 2? Yeah, I don't care that much. Is Moto not shipped to Oz? I actually don't know if they do or not. Yeah, just significantly worse. Guess. I guess. They choose? Choose a 6. They left in Urza Saga. Interesting. Just drawn 2 lands after mulling to 5. I don't have any non-land permanent cards in their graveyard. Okay. Vestige, bounce lands. Chooses growth chamber. They had a very slow draw, and if I keep the 6, I think I beat them, but I'm not beating them all the 5 where my draw was specifically very bad, and we already mowed the 5. I guess it's a start. I mean, I have outs, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Let's note. Probably pretty hard for us to win here. Yeah, I think. We're playing against Zoo. Possible we're supposed to be cutting these Ragavans. I was distracted with that Pauper game. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to cut the Ragavan. Alright, well. That makes this play a little easier. So if they have the Scion, I don't get completely sewered. Sure. Sure. Sure, bud. Sure, bud. I do probably actually have to do this now, just in case they did leave in stubborn denial. Am I going to mini? No, I'm not American. I should put like not American somewhere. Thinking about just flaging the Nacatl, but I think if I put 2 flages in my graveyard with a surveil land, I just ignore the Nacatl for a turn. That way they don't get both flages. I mean, they could have something along the lines of like something that interacts with the graveyard, but what am I gonna do? Oh, well, that's a good sign for me. I'd like to not be at 8, I think, so I don't. I mean, they discard a land. What would they need? It would need to be a breeding pool. No, need to be a steam vent. It'd be a lightning bolt. What's it called? Lightning bolt flames. Steam vents. Last 3. I guess they wouldn't. No, they would need exactly as. I'll eat my own intro. Feeling them apples. The Leyline, Path to Exile. Five. Whoa. What? Mr. Pippin. Please a red one. No, it's only what we have in stock. Can't find Mr. Pippin because Pippin's a magic card. Whatever, I'm keeping this hand. And it has to be pretty decent, right? How bad could it? The mirror. What do I think about Fontaine's DC? What? Is it a band? I recognize that name. I don't know what it is though. My brain does not remember what it is. They're not memorable, I guess, because I don't remember them at all. Where's going to side of thing instead investment opportunity would be beneficial? How do you invest in Ginger Coin? How do I make Ginger Coin? Chat, if we do you imagine if you helped me like make a crypto coin? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Make a commemorative coin merch line. What are we commemorating? Rog pull, rog pull, rog pull. Rog pull, rog pull. Oh, I didn't set, I meant to set an alarm. I didn't set one. Alright, they made the play I assumed they would make. That attack seems pretty bad, I gotta admit. Alright, your turn. Like, they just passed. They just get a token? What? I don't know, man. Whatever. Yep. We're going to exile. Alright, well, I think I am in a pretty favorable position. Who knows for real? Discarded Bombardment, Elegant Parlor? Why would you ever discard Bombardment? Bunch of spot removal. Spot removal, no threats. Don't have another land. Why would you want to keep another land? You have a Phlage? You have a second Bombardment. I don't know. Seven bombardments. They had to pick the bombardment or the parlor to discard, I guess. Don't want to keep one of these. All right, well, just in case anybody forgot, this is why I'm the greatest to ever do it. Okay. Like, what would you keep over bombardment? I don't know. I don't know. They have 2 cards and they didn't make another play. Maybe it's just a static prison. Could be like another static. Could be static prison, I guess. Could be galvanic. If they had another bombardment, they would okay. It is. Amount of sense, I guess. But that bombardment would look pretty good without Ajani, eh? Voice of victory. All right. Is Blurp still muted? It is currently still muted. I will unmute it, but only if you promise to be normal. Okay? Can you promise to be normal?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Did you hear that? What'd they do? Why wouldn't they just... Why would... I don't think my opponent is... Okay. I have a lot of questions. I'll be honest with you. I have so many questions. Holy shit. Like, if they just went to combat... They didn't attack after that also. If they just go to combat... And I block... I just can't block. If I block, they can just save the Thraben Charm and interact with my Phlage in the graveyard. If I don't block, I take 2 free points of damage. Then they can Thraben Charm. Or they can sacrifice the Pyro, get it back, and sacrifice the tokens. I think I would have maybe attacked there. Like, not having the Thraben Charm for the Phlage in the graveyard is going to lose them the game. Basically, is what it comes down to. So they made the play this turn that they could have made last turn, and then this turn they could have left up 3 mana also with the Thraben Charm and whatever their draw step was. Okay. Interesting. What was I cutting? Or something like this. These. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any thinkers in chat? Anybody doing a think? Any thinky thinkers? Everybody having a good frisky Friday? A fantastic Friday? It's getting kind of spicy in my room. I moved my fan to my other room, and now I have to like move it back. I really don't want to. Why are we playing voice now? Wanted to try it. Pretty decent. What's my preferred deck box? I think they're called Sidewinders. So like, they're like I describe them as like kind of crisp, and they have a magnet a magnet lid, and they're like perfect for a 60 plus a 15, double sleeved. What's the interaction with Ocelot and Voice's tokens? Well, if you don't sacrifice the tokens before the Ocelot Pride ability resolves, you get a copy of the Voice tokens. The card Voice references specifically the tokens in play, so you wouldn't sacrifice the copy tokens because they don't have the attachment. Between my PT promo game off and my mailing address, it doesn't interact. Sorry to say. Interesting. My opponent is all in on this Guy of Souls. They can never beat a Phlage. This play is so insanely aggressive. Like, I understand discharging, but Thraben Charm there is crazy. I think you just have to fly this and hope that I don't have anything. Ah, my bad. Stop that. It's probably pretty greedy to wait a turn, but I really want to. Bind and Ajani. Where? All right, Phlage time. Bang bang. I guess I could have another Thraben Charm, but whatever. I'm not playing around. I'm gonna get my free spells and gain my life. Did they mull the? There's only 6, right? They just mulled the 6. Discharge into Pariah. No, you didn't, huh? Give path. Static prison. Has to be static prison, right? Yeah, I know my opponent isn't playing Valor very well. I know. You don't have to tell me. Three cards, no plays. Got nothing. They could have their own Wrath of the Skies. They could have the 4th land, fetch Wrath of the Skies. So I'm not going to play this Johnny. I am getting very lucky, yeah. Maybe they have the One Ring and no 4th land. I was thinking it might be like double showdown, but I don't know what their other card would be. Like they have 3 cards. What would they be? What could they be now? It did really get them. Yeah. They also they Thraben Charmed. Oh, BLJ. They Thraben Charmed like a creature that just did nothing. Like they just didn't need to do that, you know? It was Wrathos, guys. Why am I correcting someone? Well, I'm not correcting them. I'm just saying what they're doing is wrong. I don't want people out here to inadvertently be taught how to make mustard gas. Nor do I want to I don't want anybody to start thinking about making it. It's really bad for you, and you should use the mustard to make food with. Do I know the boiling point of mustard? Can a stove, home stove, really hit that? What? Can't like a home stove boil most things? I'm not like trying to boil mercury out here. Mustard and mustard gas are not the same thing. Yeah, I know that, but chat's trying to convince me that it is. So I get banned on Twitch. One is fluid solid, the other one's a gas. True. Mustard refers to like 100 different types of food. I thought it was like specifically had to do with the seed. I do not think there are going to be many times where I will be like, I don't know. I don't think this Goddess Souls is going to gain me 5 life. This won't be the infamous mustard gas. Are you sure? Got a little loosey-goosey with that Galvanic, don't get me wrong. We got the other card out of their hand, which is kind of what I... I guess now I'm forced to Phlage instead of Fable, which is probably pretty big. Food mustard and gaseous food mustard. I'm not a scientist, if you couldn't tell. Not a scientist. Might be just a flashback. Probably like shove this in their face. We're at +9. We're at 21, so it's at least 3 attacks. Alright, we have lethal. You think my opponent thought about that play, that turn at all? Or do you think they're just like, oh, I gotta make a construct now so I can get an extra point of damage? Like, if they just don't attack, like, I have a hard time winning. They don't make a token there, I have a hard time winning. I don't know, man. Does Mr. Cheese ever get a break? No. Not until he tells me how to make... Probably shouldn't joke about that, actually. Unblockable is two-sided mechanic, can't block. Exactly. If they tried to block, I'm not in a great spot. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say here, you know? Would have been a good joke, though. Yeah, well. Opponent's never playing around Wrath of the Skies. Why would they? Nobody's gonna Wrath my skies, am I right? Either Mana Flood or... No, that's it. That's the only outcome. Always Mana Flood. Ah. Five, 6, 7, 8. Four, 7. Alright, your turn. Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
everyone. I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza.
I got was struggling. Hey, well, Mike.
You can't keep getting.
I thought cats did participate in democracy. Like, they give their owners brainworms, so the owner votes for votes for whatever the cat wants. Mm. Why broken? I don't know. Unsure. Do you want me to fix it? Some people seem to enjoy it. They have whip flare. Whip flare too. Pro worm agendas, exactly. The owner then votes for whoever the worm wants. I thought it was like the worm was like, you know, like handshake emoji with the cat type thing. Are they talking me or Johnny? 2, 4, 6, -4, so 3, 6. Okay. Hey, that's good. I don't want to do math. 2, 4, 6, 9, 13, 14 minus 4 is 10. I want to pump this. I want to pump this. 2, 3. There, that there, that there, that there, I guess. Probably best. Go Tommy out. Okay. We've won the game. And we were very out of place. It was a very funny experience because one of the guys we were with is mildly socially unaware. Which is like probably the nicest way I can put it, I guess, but have we already debated who wins 100 men versus one silverback gorilla? Yeah, it's just obviously the gorilla. I don't even think it's close. Can't take that. Uses cavern. You have 4 mana, 5 mana, 3 cards in your bin. You didn't block. Why would you not block? You have Devour, Cavern, card. So it's Chrysalis or card that tutors lands, likely. Play this Pyro, I think. Not bad. Four, 5, 6. Imprint. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 8. I mean, I'm gonna probably play this prison. You get a little punished for not just jamming the Ajani. If I could have flipped the Ajani, but I mean, I guess. If I draw another land next turn. Good hit. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 3. Oh. Carnold. You have bridge. Any untap lands in chat? Yep. Nice. Both of these at Carnold. Nine. Yeah. Alright, untap white source, please. Please, please, please. 6, 7, 8, 9. What happened? Untap white source, please. The last card is definitely Emrakul, by the way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Means I don't want to kill the Carnold. Is it 11 damage? I don't think so, right? I haven't counted. Attack for 2. They block 1, it's 2. Okay, so it's... Combat. Take 1. Take 2. I have 3 creatures. Okay, so we should play the Ajani first. If I play the Ajani, throw the token as 1, flip it. 0 is 5, so 6. Then we have 5 in play, 11, and I attack. They block 1, take 1. I guess it is lethal. And if it's not, we can just ping the Carnold anyways. Yeah. Karn will kill itself. No, I would just throw one of my creatures at it, so it can't tick down. I wouldn't let the Karn kill itself. That would be very silly. Didn't count the attack. I thought it was one short. I didn't count to see if I had lethal. I was just trying to figure out if I could survive through an Emrakul the following turn, but I did count and I had exactly. I mean, I was gonna count if I had lethal. Do they have like your last card's actually Kozilek's command return and not Emrakul? I'm fine with that too. Yes. Oh, it's return or it's command. Here, I thought it was Emrakul. One top, 0 bottom. Alright, well. You're at 2. Alright, your turn. One, two. This is lethal still, right? Especially if they search. Is this attack pretty bad? I guess it's the same as if you block with it. I guess I can just make a mistake too where I say no blocks for some reason, but they did it pre-combat. Like, I wasn't gonna just save the Ajani and force them to do it. Okay, well. A little too tight. A little too tight. A little too tight like a toiga. My opponent said tough loss, man. GG. I thought it was pretty sick loss for me. And tough for me. What did they tick up with Karn? Nothing. The Karn was on 1. Are you suggesting they targeted the artifact? I don't think they can cast their spell if they do that. your bullshit. Okay, so they don't have their commercial district? I don't know if that matters that much. I don't know if that matters that much. Okay, command. Turn it win. Tough loss. Tough loss, honestly. Tough loss. They have 5 mana. Chrysalis. They have 7 mana. We know the last card's Devourer. One, two, three, four. Nope. Stop that. The worst part about this is the music stopped. I can hear my thoughts. That fucking sucks. Check, 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 check. You can hear me. Okay. Going ahead. Interesting they hit Bombardment when this is just legal if I have nothing. Alright. Ocean Man. Take me by the hand, lead me to the land. Ooh, best possible. Best possible. I drew a good one and my opponent said, haha, nice. Yeah, brother. Probably still just not good enough. Like, still just dead. Tough loss, man. GG's. Haha, nice. Haha, nice. Keep. Their name is Dormitian or Dormitian. 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 Dormidian. Duramition. Dorm Titan. The Titan of the dorm. My name in high school. Easy, baby girl. Oh, this is a pretty good 6. I don't know if this is correct. Don't know. I think it's a bit cleaner to play the Ajani, but there's a chance I hit something I don't want to discard with the Pyro next turn. 0 top, 2 bottom. I think I like the Ajani turn 2 better. Ajani turn 2 better is a lot worse into Kozilek's return. It's the only problem. It just makes your turn 1 play immediately not invaluable. It makes your turn 1 play really bad, and it makes your turn 2 play kind of irrelevant. And then you're just in the same spot where the moment you put Bombardment on the stack, then they get to act. Whereas like Bombardment being on the stack, or Bombardment being in play doesn't necessarily like lead them to believe anything. It also like doesn't make their best cards even better. It makes their like fine cards worse. It makes their best cards worse, which is kind of what I want to be doing, I think. Eldrazi tempo is not viable, right? It is if they go lab talisman. Or, I mean... Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay, you got me there. So it's currently 3, it's gonna be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 4 is 11. My opponent said everything but Ajani and Bombardment. I just, like, what do you want? I put these cards in my deck to draw them. Brother. You had an insane start. You also had the perfect hand. You had Soul Land into Soul Land. Into creature that tutors a land. You hit an Emrakul to Promise End. You might be able to cast it here. Chooses EE. It's 6 card types. If they leave EE in the bin, it's still 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they haven't made a land drop. If they have land Emrakul, they could have cast it. We could still, like, very easily lose this game. Like, we could... Why are we casting the Rumble before we EE? I guess... never mind, whatever. I'm not gonna think about it. 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 The game's not over. You can still cast an Emrakul here and kill me. Okay. That was wild. I'll keep. Ginger cooking stream? I'm an okay cook. What do I look for in hot chicken? I like it when it tastes good. Yeah, exactly. Don't want to hurt my mouthy. Oh, the mirror. Any lands in town? How's my walk doing? I think after I burnt it, I just put it in my cupboard and it has stayed there. I think I also like when I burnt it, I kind of realized that the overhang was a little too close to the fire, and I've decided to not do things like that anymore. Nice. Thank you for gifting a sub to Lyser. On underscore Watts. Johnny? I don't know. Oh, that's better for me actually. Good, good. Good, good, good. Ooh, it's also very good for me. I would like to present this. I mean, I think the best play is to do this. Then this. I'm gonna pump it once. Oh, I clicked it twice. I did not want to do that twice. Oh no. That was bad. I said I wanted to do it once, then I immediately clicked twice. Yeah. Quite stupid. When you're in a lie bath and it worked out great. No more flaking since I did that. Oh yeah, I guess you didn't hear me. I said I put it in my cupboard and I haven't really touched it since, and that was a while ago. And part of it was because I kind of realized that my oven overhang is a bit too low, and I kind of like scared myself into like cooking with it, I guess. I think I want to block like this. Yeah, block both. You're 40% to draw 2 lands and 3 draws. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. I don't know why you're telling me this. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Pretty good. Obviously, I'm the greatest to ever do it. Sense. I'm never blocking. Draw any lands. We're in a good spot. Yeah. What's oh, they can kill this now? Yeah. There's one, I guess. Alright, I need a land. Need a land. I think that's how I'm getting out of this spot. I guess I could also find a removal spell for this, but it's pretty unlikely. Like only a few that actually do much here. Runst! 57 months. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Name's a bit weird. Alright. Don't have a Thraben Charm, please and thanks. Please and thanks. Definitely have a Thraben Charm. Seems like a pretty weird play. I'm like really okay with them killing my Ragavan in exchange for a Voice of Victory. That, like, were they holding this arena or did they rip it? Because trading a voice there for the Ragavan seems a bit horrific. No thanks. Alright, we're dead. Weird. I don't know why they bombed that voice there. They must have ripped it. There's no way you would make that play. I actually don't know why you would make that play if you didn't already have it. Why would you +5 damage kill my creature? Guess, I don't know. Bit weird. You think you only lose the Thraben Charm from the Ragavan? They didn't have 4th land. Thraben Charm's still very good against them though. If I can kill the bombardment, right? I mean, I guess I understand that reasoning a bit better. Seems weird. Saga's kind of weird. Also a good player, not some random. Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like it had to be held, right? It had to be the 4th land being held. I don't necessarily want that. Very punished though for not playing this guide on one, I guess. But yeah. Bumba. 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 Under my skin. They left the card on top. Bumba. Bumba. Bumba bumba bumba. Bumba. It's allowed mirrors on Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace because people taking photos of their mirrors is really funny. You think you wouldn't have done this play and probably lose because of it? I mean, you have to make a play. You have to do. I have to do something. I have to like commit to the board somehow, and like my hand kind of sucks. Like, what else am I doing? I have something to do with my mana next turn. 3 cards. Your best play was 1-drop, 1-drop, no other plays. That's why I didn't want to kill the Pride. I'm pretty sure they had this. Makes a lot of sense. Now we can wait. There's no way their best play is Prison Guide. Nothing, right? You know I'm good for the ticket. I mean, that sucks, but like, what am I gonna do about it? I think I have Path Exile. I think I have another Discharge. Darling, let's get old. Are they paying one of the tokens? They could also have Wrathless guys. Ult Ajani. Can you kill Ajani after it flips before it activates with the bombardment trigger on the stack? Yeah, I can, but they have a bunch of shit in play, and I don't want to just like. What if they just pass? I just don't want to. I don't want to wait. I'm casting it. Like whatever. It's getting dead, so I could do that. If the board was a bit clearer, if like I felt a bit more confident in like what was happening in the game, like yeah, totally. But otherwise, no, I'm not about that. I'm gonna fuck around with that. You know. Oh no, before aggro, yeah, they passed. It's bad. Yeah, I also just think like maybe there's like other like what happens if they like go fourth land voice of victory or something, you know? Like I don't know. It just seems sketchy enough that I don't want to risk it. Like I'm sure there are tons and tons of reasons for me to be like, whoa, Fire Thunder, thank you. 29 whole years. Appreciate it. I'm sure there's like tons of reasons why like it could be good or could be bad or whatever, right? But and we could just rabbit hole until we find one that works for whatever we want. But like, I don't know. I think it's close enough that I'm just like I don't want to fuck around and find out. I don't want to do that. Holy cow! Never gonna cast this showdown. Get it out of your deck. I almost cast it. I had 6 mana that game. What's your tone? I don't think I can keep this. Eh. Well, really happy they didn't have a 1-drop. They binned an Arid Mesa. Johnny before Bomba. Maybe no Bomba. Bamba. Bamba. Okay. Wear tear? Has to be wear tear, right? What would you shock in otherwise? Thraben Charm. Thraben Charm something else? Galvanic X. Galvanic your own cat token. Sure. Do you have a Thraben Charm? Failure? Thraben Charm, and they decided to not kill the bombardment. Right. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe they have another one? Ticked up. A bunch of removal? Wrath of the Skies? What do we got here? That should just be like a bunch of spot removal. Oh, it's just another Thraben Charm. Okay. All right. What's it on top? Meow. Meow. Last card, Pyro. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Yep. And a guide? Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you want it more, I guess. What can you do? Jesus. Okay, a little punished for doing what I've been doing here, but I was supposed to not do that. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That was really dumb. This is what I get for playing Magic all day. I am so bad at the game. I'm so bad at the game. So bad. So bad. What did we feel we could have done here? Oh, if I don't eat the guide, I have 4 cards in my bin. I draw a fetch land after I bin the Phlage, and I can fetch for a Surveil land. Ace this Phlage. And kill the Ajani. Go to +6, 15. They probably chump. And, I mean, we go back to, like, what would this be 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would have a token. They would probably jump one of these and like wouldn't be in the greatest spot, but we wouldn't be like basically dead. And then the other thing is like I would have a vacuum and a pyro. So like even their good top decks, I still am not just dead to. Another thing I could have done was just like, no, I'd probably have to kill the Ajani. I mean, it's hard facing down like red card guide Pride, anything, any creature in their deck like basically kills me. But I went from like having a reasonable chance to win the game to absolutely fucked now, most likely. Just absolutely fucked. Unless I like runner here, which I mean is possible, but that's not bad. We're not really out of it because they still have 5 mana, but oh, luckily I have a stop. Holy shit! I forgot they didn't block the Pride. I forgot they straight up just said no blocks on the Pride. I thought it was on 4 still. Holy shit! Like disassociated there for a second. I've not played this game well. Oh my god. How long has it been? Oh, an hour, right? Because we crashed. Jesus Christ. We're still dead to a lot of things, but now imagine if I drew like this and I didn't fucking sewer the Phlage last turn. You know? Yeah, no. Alright, I think any draw on my deck is good. Maybe not any draw, but exactly the other Elegant Parlor. Any land is good though, other than that. Bombardment. Removal. I guess Ajani isn't great. No, Ajani's not good. Ajani's fine. It lets me attack with the Prides. Oh, Showdown's pretty bad, actually, I think. Showdown's not good enough. Ah. I gained fucking infinite. I gained so much life. Like it. Am I doing the math? Am I gonna do the fucking math? I'm not gonna do the. I think this is. I don't know, man. Whatever. It has to be close. This is my Phlage too. The one of theirs. And then I get an attack here. Alright. Despite my best efforts in punting a few turns ago, this is a great showing as to why the mirror is completely random. And nothing matters. And sometimes you want it more than your opponent. We're gonna crash Moto. This is gonna crash Moto. It's gonna fucking crash Magic Online, brother. All that matters is Phlage, though. No, the mirror's random. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I should probably block the bigger one. La 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 la. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't. My internet just blipped for a second. I don't know why. I don't know why. Alright, I'm doing this every time. Oh, I forgot I had a parlor in my deck still. Sure, whatever. Alright. Bombardment, Phlage. They kill. Pride, sure. $22. One, two, three, four. Left click attack with everything. We're gonna shoot this. Jump here. Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Meow. Alright. Alright, we're getting lucky today. Come on, 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 come on. Block. Please, please let me block. Please. Please. Come on, 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 come on. Ah. Well, I want to do something about all these fucking 3-drops in my deck, my hand, so. You're snapping off a Phlage? Fable? Land. Or if fetch land doesn't do it. Right? Oh, I guess it does if I block with the Pyro. Yeah. Okay. 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 We have outs. We have outs. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Boros not broken. Mirror in the top 4. Yeah, some random moto challenge is not like the determiner of like if the deck's broken or not. Is Fable too slow in this spot? Sort of. It just doesn't do enough. Like, like making a singular body is worse than making like multiple here. And I get 2 more tokens. The other thing is like there's a small window in which you can like pyro well, I guess. And I think this is the turn to do that. Like getting these 2 tokens is like worth it, if that makes sense. They didn't survive. They have to have charm. Yeah. Not much to be done about that. And grab an Elegant Parlor angle. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yep. Okay. Insanely punishes there is no fetch. No, I didn't have enough cards. No, I didn't have enough cards to cast Phlage. I was short a card. We're kind of bofed to an Ajani, I guess. We're like always kind of bofed to an Ajani. I'm gonna start playing around in Ajani. Sometimes I lose my voice of victory, sometimes I don't. Did I celebrate 10th? No, I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't. They had a show in Toronto, I think, and I think I missed it. I wanted to go see it, and I just didn't. I think I was planning to buy tickets and never bought tickets. Then it was like last weekend or something. Another one. I think I always get this Phlage back. Only a fetch land though. It's a bit weird. I don't know, because if I just don't draw something relevant next turn, I think I lose out on a bit of value here. Oh, this is weird. So they like always kill the guide. I want to make the voice a 3/5. Just makes a lot of my other plays stronger. I think it does at least. Maybe it doesn't. If I just brick next turn. Yeah, this is bad. They do have to discard both their cards, though. I mean, they could keep a fetch land. Well, that's also not true. They could keep fetch land card. Fetch surveil. Could also be attack with goblin. Removal fetch land. They discarded Arena Flats. You definitely could have at least kept one of those. I mean, I think I'm more likely to discard the Arena, but... Well, no, I guess you keep the Arena, you can stack the Fable to the Bombardment to almost force it. I mean, I guess if you're going to keep the fetch, you're always going to grab the surveil. I mean, they hit the surveil, but not like they knew that anyways. Getting immediately punished for that play I made last turn. I don't know if there was a better play if I thought I needed to hit exactly a discharge, though. And I would have been able to kill this. I wouldn't have a 3-5 voice of victory. I'd probably have a 1-3 voice of victory, which wouldn't be able to block. They didn't attack with the Goblin Shaman. I wonder if they're just never supposed to. I don't know. I think I would have attacked the Goblin Shaman. I didn't attack. Last card has to be Charm. One, two. I go to 13. They attack and throw. It's always +3 damage. But they get a treasure out of it. Oh, but this way it's always -1. The other one it's always neutral. Is it better to be neutral or -1? I should probably just kill the token. Not think about it too much. Yeah. I don't know. Is it still game 1?
You, sir, are
It is. Ugh. Why do you think about that? You just have lethal. What? I guess you don't literally have lethal, but... What? One, 3, 4. Oh, I guess you can't. It's not actually lethal. No, I guess, yeah, it's actually not that obvious. My bad, opponent. Yeah, they're doing the play that I assumed they would make. Yeah, it's good I killed the goblin then. But I need to rip here, I guess. I don't even know if I have that many outs. I don't think I do. That counts. Blurb sounds a little diff. Yeah, it's broken. Wait, oh, broken, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza.
This Phlage card is pretty good. Yeah, the Phlage card is pretty pog. Pretty pog. Alright. I don't remember most what happened that game, but maybe I could have played better. I think I mulled the 6. Oh, that was the Seasoned Pyro game, right? Maybe I could have done a few things differently. Who knows, really? Hard to say. Hard to say. A lot of nuances. A lot of... Oh, right, we're playing 61 today. Oh my god! It's lightning Alex! This man drink blood. I'll just begin again. Is this the nuts? Might be. I got 5/6. What kills a 5/6? Can't even galvanic it anymore. Big boy. 61st is third voice. Yeah, I wanted to do a little meme, little meme. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Might just be the greatest to ever do it, I think. I don't know. I just tutored to the top of my library for a few draw steps. Those kind of poggers. It's like it's just easy for guys like me. I say. Sometimes you just gotta want it more. That's all it takes. Got this, guys? Yes. Not having that bombardment's a bit annoying, but whatever. They're like forced to find a fourth mana source, forced to beat my board, forced to beat my Phlage. I mean, they could have like surgical into something, but it's pretty lucky. Your turn. Oh, this hand's good. Hey. This hand's pretty good. Look, insane and unplayable at the same time. Yeah. Why do you think I say the mirror's random all the time? You think I'm just saying that for fun? You think I'm just like mirror's random? My opponent even had like a good sideboard card in the mirror when you're facing down a bunch of aggression. It just didn't matter. Nothing matters. Think I have fun saying it? True. True. Herp. Mirror random. The interstate. Sometimes you want it more. Mirror make everyone talk like Beaker from the Muppets. Is that a beaker? We're on 3 voices today? Yeah. Next time we'll be on 4. The only thing stopping me from going to 5 is the rules. Another one. What's my real opinion of voice? I think it's good. I'd probably play 1 to 2 of them. I was very low on it. I was having this issue where I was drawing too many 3-drops. Like I had 3 Fable, 4 Phlage, 3 Pyro. Silly Punish. And yeah, I mean, I played it and it was really good. And so I was like, whatever. I don't want a 4th Ragavan. There's a lot of mirrors. So I added a 2nd, and then we did well with it. And now I've added a 3rd, and we're doing well with it. So, you know, XD. They have 2 cards in their hand, and none of their plays are better than this. They didn't fetch. Why would you not fetch? Another Galvanic. In the Scotty apartment. you not hear it? Oh, when I crashed, it didn't connect. That's the problem. You've all been listening to nothing? You're all in here listening to nothing? That's crazy, brother. I kind of just need them to have nothing, but I think this is a good hit. I'm gonna charm your graveyard now and hope that your last card is not Bombardment. Not that I'd be able to beat it from this position anyways, but I'll pick. In the Scotty apartment complex. Can I put on the California raisins? No, what's that? Tonight after. I think I just have to gain my 3 life. I don't think I can get. I don't think I can leave this back and try to block something. Or 7, 9. Alright, last card's a brick, I guess. What would it be? Just the land? I think I'm supposed to kill the Guy of Souls. I think I'm supposed to just kill their Guy of Souls. I think I can keep up with everything else. Gonna be weird though. We are dead to a lot of things. Not Ajani? No, not Ajani. Killing Ajani doesn't accomplish anything. Because the Guy of Souls makes all of their creatures into things that are Ajani-like anyways. And with Voice of Victory Pride, they just always gain life. So they, like... I can just choose to not block the cat tokens for a few turns. Or I can choose to, like... Abyss their board, so their Ajani gets, like, worse and worse over time. And then they only get one Ajani activation, right? The Guide of Souls makes everything into a threat. The Ajani only makes the Ajani a threat. They have a Pyro. They draw Bombardment, we're dead anyways. Yeah, we're just fucking dead to everything, so... Whatever. Guy of Souls is, like, the best thing that, like, pushes them from, like... Like, we're kind of at parity. We're going a bit back and forth here. Guide of Souls puts them from, like... Maybe parity, probably ahead, to, like, very far ahead. Turns everyone into their... every one of their creatures into threats. Better threats. And the most important thing is that I can mildly ignore the Ajani and the Pride for at least this turn sequence. Probably not much longer, but that kills me. We're not winning that game. I don't know. Maybe I should have done more game one.